Shalom, y'all. You know what this is. This is me, Trayvon Jones, Conscious Talk Channel. Conscious Talk Channel. Thank you for coming in and joining me. Before I get started, do me a favor. Press that thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, press that subscribe button for me. I want to talk about Steve Harvey for a moment. You know, for a long time, I've watched Steve Harvey. He's been around for over what 20 over 20 years. I've seen him for a long time. I practically grew up watching his sitcom. He has a sitcom that he did in the 90s. He's been on all kind of comedy tours, the king of comedy. He's had his own talk shows. He's on the radio. Harvey he got a bunch of jobs. You know what I'm saying? He's a hustler. He's a worker. And for that, and watching him do that, you can't help but to have some form of respect for him because that's commendable. He's a hard worker. He believes in hard work. And as a man, you appreciate seeing another man do those things and handle his responsibilities. But on the outskirt, things look like he got everything under control, that he's just the best dad, he's the best husband, he's the best, he's the best, he's the best. But it's very difficult listening to someone who has been married 15 times. He's been married 2 other times and his relationships have failed. He's has children with these other ladies that he's been married to. And, to get into his life, they are upset with him. His children are upset with him because they feel like he has abandoned them, that he's putting his new wife, Marjorie, over them. Now they all warned him about, marrying her, but in Steve's mind, look, I'm a grown person. I'm going to do what I want to do. Y'all kids, y'all can't tell me what to do. And that's right. On the outskirt of it. But these children saw that this woman was a trifling gold digger ass because she don't hide nothing. Marjorie has been with kingpins, dope dealers, and even dealing with the family member of the dope dealer. So you dealing with not only the man, but the man's cousin as well. If that's not skanky, I don't know what is. And you also having children with these men. So you having children with family members. They're related. But anyway, you got to understand Steve Harvey's mindset. See, Steve Harvey is a simp. Steve Harvey comes from a generation where you take care of the woman, you spend money, to get what you want, to get the type of woman that you want. You earn the money, you make the money, and you get the type of woman that you want. But see, Steve Harvey is living in the past. He works so much that he ain't keeping up with the times of today. These women today are different. See, Steve Harvey speaks a lot about his father and his mother, and how his father worked and he loved his mother, how he took care of his mother. He often says this, and he has a lot of respect for his father because of that. Well, his mother comes from a different generation. She was a different breed of a person. She comes from a totally different generation. His father comes from a totally different generation. But see, Steve Harvey is working so much that he's so confused that he is not paying attention to the new generation of girls today, the ladies today, who have a I don't need a man attitude. I don't give a fuck about a man. If the man ain't doing this for me, doing that for me, I can do it myself type of attitude. But Steve Harvey has this, it's your job as a man to take care of the woman. It's your job as the man to take care of the children. And he's right. Because back in the day, it was a man's job to take care of not only his wife, but the children. That is your full responsibility. You did everything for them. That's what it was. They did what they did for you. The wife took care of you in the way that she knew how to take care of you and the way she was supposed to take care of you. And you took care of her needs and the children's needs because they're an extension of you. And that still holds today. But the reality is that you have women today who says, I can do this myself. I don't need a man. I have a degree. I'm independent. I don't need you. And with that type of attitude, that has changed men's attitudes. And not only that, but you have a lot of men who are raised by single mothers, single motherhood. So their attitudes are different. But one thing that you can see that's going on right now is that a lot of men, even the ones who are raised by just solely females, have a different mindset. They're starting to see that this juice ain't worth the squeeze dealing with these modern day women today. It's just not worth it. And you have a man like Steve Harvey who has, for all accounts, abandoned his children, his real children, because I can remember a time when he had the Steve Harvey show, when he had the show, talk show, he had one of his sons on the show. And he said, I haven't seen my father in a long time. You should have saw the way that Steve looked at him when he said that, because he wasn't expecting for him to say that. He didn't get into the full details of the things that they've gone through, but he did mention that, and that speaks volumes. You haven't seen your regular children in how long? But you over here taking your new wife, Marjorie, her children, Lori Harvey in particular, adopt her. Now she's like your little princess. Now it has been said that Lori Harvey told Steve Harvey that, look, if you don't pay my bills, if you don't continue to pay my way, I'll never talk to you again. But because Steve Harvey is the way that he is, because he feels that he has to buy a woman's affection, buy a woman's attention, and he feels like this is what all men should do. But what he's not understanding is that men today are waking up and saying, no, I deserve better than that. I'm not going to be with a woman who only sees me as financial. And the minute that I don't have the financial anymore, she's out the damn door. Men are not looking for that. Because see, when you get married, it's for richer or poor, sickness and health. But a lot of the mentality of these women today is they don't have to necessarily have a reason or an excuse to divorce you. As a matter of fact, all on TikTok, you have a bunch of women making videos saying you don't let him guilt trip you. It doesn't matter if he was a good man or not. If you feel like you have outgrown the marriage, you're doing both of y'all a favor. Not only are you doing him a favor, but you're doing, yourself a favor by divorcing him. Yeah, he's going to be hurt. He's not going to understand it, but just go ahead and divorce him. So women are using all these type of things as an excuse just to get out of the marriage today. A lot of the divorces, initiated are by women. Because women are the only ones that have something to gain by getting married. Men have absolutely nothing to gain by getting married. See, when a man gets married, he has to really love that woman or have some kind of feeling for that woman to even get married, because he's the one risking it all. A woman, of course, it benefits her to want to get married, to want to get married, to want to get married, and want to guilt trip a man into marriage. And, and y'all been together for 10 years, but you holding on because you want to get married, because you are the one as a woman who benefits from it. You're going to get the children. You're going to get alimony. You're going to get child support. You're going to get a lot of property and assets, especially if this man has money. And Steve Harvey, he's not the brightest bulb. As intelligent as he is, and he has a strong work ethic. He's not really all that book smart per se, you know. So he entrusts Marjorie with practically everything. Now, how you can entrust a woman who has been married to a drug lord, but then that was in her past, though, right? And then you marry his cousin and have babies by both of them. That's pretty tacky to me, you know. But Steve Harvey is on a campaign right now to recruit simps. This is what he's trying to do. He's trying to recruit black men into, or just men in general, to get married, you know, and take care of women who are basically telling you they don't want to be taken care of, you know, or if they are taken care of, it's under their condition, and all you are as a man is financial. And if you can't meet a certain financial goal or need, then you're not valuable at all. See, men are just over that type of mentality and that way of thinking that a lot of women seem to have these days. Men are just getting tired of that. They don't want to deal with a woman who just feels like all you are is just financial. Give me some money, give me money, 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 money. But when you say, well, what is it that you quote unquote bring to the table? You get a man like Steve that gets offended by that question. He says that these women bring another you to the table. Never mind that you're the one who carries the seed as a man. You're the one who puts that seed in the woman. And all she's doing is carrying it for you. It's your seed. You produced it out of in your ball sack, y'all. And you put it in her. You put your seed in her, but you ain't had nothing to do with nothing though. Her divine gift is just being a woman and being able to carry your baby for you. You know, women got it easy on so many levels. All a woman has to do is just be a woman. She can be the ratchet of the ratchet, but as long as she has a nice body and she's a woman, she's still gonna get hit on. She's still gonna get men that want to be with her, things of that nature. Men have to work hard. They have to build their finances up. They have to get their body together. You know what I'm saying? They have to, if anything, they have to have good finances. That's like the main thing men have to have to be able to get the type of woman that they want. That they want. Otherwise, you stuck with, you know, what's available to you when you not making what women think you should be making. And gone are the days that men like Steve who think you use money to get the type of woman you want. That shit is disappearing. Because men are just over that way of thinking, because men want things too. Men want a beautiful woman, you know, a young woman, you know, a fertile woman who wants to be with them and who wants to be taken care of. Because men want to provide, men want to do these things, but men also want a feminine woman who's going to take care of a man's needs, whether it's you know, sexually, you know, mentally, you know, they're there for comfort and support. That's what a lot of men are looking for. That's what a lot of men want from women. Not necessarily financial, you know, but when you got a woman who is clearly telling you all you are, this is all I see you as. Because when Steve first met Marjorie, he didn't have no money. He was broke as hell. She never looked at him. Never looked at him. Soon as he started making all this money, now all of a sudden, he's just the most bombest man in the world. But that's the type of women that we're dealing with today. And see, what Steve Harvey needs to understand is that a lot of men today are trying to dismantle the way these women think and how they feel about men today and how they try to use and take advantage of men. We're dismantling that. But it's very difficult when you got men like Steve Harvey, who women uplift, saying, Steve, you need to teach these men how to be more like men. We don't need men like you, Steve, trying to teach us how to continue to be a simp and cater to women who clearly don't have any respect for you, only see you as a financial goal, asset, just over that, and we understand that that is a woman's nature. They want you to provide for them, they want to be taken care of, but with that, they take care of you. But these women and Steve are telling you all she has to do is just be a woman and just bring herself, and that's it. She don't have to bring no damn table, she ain't got to do nothing. This is what Steve is pushing, and this is what a lot of women are trying to push, and this is why these women love Steve Harvey so damn much. Because look at how he takes care of Lori Harvey. That's another man's seed, which is very disrespectful, by the way. You gonna adopt another man's child like that? That was very disrespectful. And see, on the outskirt, it looks commendable. But she has a daddy. Lori Harvey has a daddy. Yeah, he was in prison and whatever the situation is or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she has a father. She didn't need you to come in to, or the father didn't need you to come in to, play stepdad like that and adopt his child. But see, this is how you know that Marjorie is a straight up gold digger, because she's training Lori how to be manipulative just like her. And she wants to make sure that her daughter, that's just like her, gets something from this simp, Steve Harvey. Yeah, you taken from his biological children, but yeah, Steve Harvey's getting the woman that he's always wanted. So who cares? Who gives a damn? And I just think that's real shitty that you will go behind that man like that. Even when he was down in prison, yeah, he fucked up and all that kind of shit, but you actually adopted his child. That's crazy to me. The man wasn't dead. You know what I'm saying? You adopted the child. Wow. To me, that just seems almost like a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? That that was just selfish, so selfish on your part. That's how that shit comes off to me. So selfish. Now we know Marjorie, the reason why she did it, for financial gain and to make sure that her daughter gets something out of the deal. We know exactly why she did it. But Steve, adopting that man's child like that, that's just way too much for me. Way too much. But Steve Harvey, don't pay attention to him, y'all. He has a fan base of women, and when you have a man and a bunch of women are following him, that man is a simp, and he's catering to these women. And as a man, you shouldn't be listening to him, because he ain't gonna give you no good advice. He's gonna keep you in a fucked up ass state. So listening to Steve Harvey, that's the wrong way to go, because Steve Harvey is a simp. So we're not gonna listen to Steve Harvey again talking about what we need to do for women and all that kind of stuff. Now, again, I respect Steve Harvey for his work ethic, because he's a good worker, and men can learn something from that. Young boys can learn something from that. Work ethic. You work, but this man is getting ready to push into his 70s, still working like he's 30. Just to maintain something that will leave your ass quick, fast, and in a hurry, is just lose $1 million. Lose a job, because, and that's another reason why Steve Harvey works so many different jobs. Because if he loses one, he's still okay. But he's working himself into the damn ground. The man is pushing 70 and he's working like he's, a 30-year-old just to maintain some old woman who didn't even want to give him the time of day because her ex-husband was going to write a book and tell it all. But Steve Harvey had the book stopped. But in an interview that the ex-husband was giving, he said Marjorie didn't like Steve like that. She used to make fun of him. She used to make fun of him all the time, talking about them big ass lips he got. Talking about how she could never be with a man with big ass country nigga ass lips like that. Because she's a half breed looking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So she could never be with some country ass nigga with big ass lips, soup coolers. She couldn't do it. But when that money of his got up, she could do it. She can definitely do it. But then that's most women, especially in America. That's just a given, and that's what it is. But men, don't follow Steve Harvey. Respect him, respect his hustle. I don't have, I don't have no ill feeling towards Steve Harvey per se. He's a good dude. As far as I know, but he's human, and he has made horrible mistakes. And I'm telling you this: those mistakes that he made in the past, what is done in the dark will come to light, because that picture perfect family thing that he's trying to keep is being thrown out the window. And those secrets and all those things he tried to keep covered up, and had the ex-wife of his, had her, sign something where she couldn't disclose anything. She had to be quiet. Well, there's a limit to all that kind of stuff. And eventually somebody's going to be able to write a book and be able to say what he did, because he ain't perfect. And he's done a lot of foul ass shit, especially to his own children. Now, there's rumors out there going around that he beat one of his children real, real bad. But he was able to get out of it because he has money. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I don't think he has the best relationship with his daughters, his biological daughters, and his sons. He's trying to blend families together, but it just ain't working, because his biological children are upset that you're taking care of this floozy's child that she had with some drug lord. Can't make this stuff up, y'all. I'm gonna need you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Press that thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about Steve Harvey trying to convince men today to be simps, and saying that marriage today works when clearly it doesn't work. The marriage with, if we followed it the way that it's supposed to be, yes, it would definitely work. But because we are doing it the way we want to do it, and we allowing a lot of these women to control the narrative, it ain't working. But see, you have to understand, Steve Harvey is about making money. So if men aren't marrying these women, catering to these women, being simps for these women, he ain't gonna make no money. He ain't gonna make no money because he caters to the women. So yes, he's gonna fight hard to try to get us men to be simps. It's over. Men are moving on. Men are getting passports. Men are just not dealing with women at all like that anymore. They're working, building themselves up, building their bodies up, going to the gym, working, going to school if they need to, just so that they can get their money up, so that they can become better versions of themselves and better men, so that they can get the type of woman that they want, instead of fighting with women over here that it's just not even worth it. You got women over here calling men pedophiles because they want a 23 or 24-year-old. Yeah, they might be 40, 45, but last time I checked, a 22, 23, 24-year-old woman she was an adult. She was an adult. So, women like to spin narratives to shame men, tactics and shit like that. Now all of a sudden you're pedophiles and all that kind of shit because you want to fuck with a young girl that's better than this old ass motherfucker over here. That's why I have much respect for Marcus Houston right now, because he basically said it You couldn't say it no better. Look, I've dated everyone. I've dated younger, older, women my age. I've dated all of them. I've dated women with kids, without kids. I've dated all of them. But this little young 20 something year old, 21, 22-year old is the one who happened to steal my heart. He told her I didn't really want no kids. She was willing to deal with that. No pressure. Now they have a beautiful daughter. Of course, he wanted to have a child. He just wanted to have the child with the right person who's not going to go off trying to get alimony and child support within a few years. He wanted someone who really wants to be with him and who wants to actually love him, and they be a couple in a union together. It's easy to want to take care of a woman like that, have children with a woman like that who has your back, not looking to get over on you, to have babies by some other man and pawn them off on you. Shit like that. But I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about this whole Steve Harvey thing. And I will see you all on the next video. Peace out.